This week's episode is about fishing for people. I'm Rachael Keefe, and this is Monday's Muse. We are here between snowstorms in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and I'm going to talk with you about Peter. One of the texts this week is Luke's story of Peter's call. I have to confess, I love Peter. Peter is impulsive, impetuous, unpredictable, passionate, so very fully human. And yet he's also capable of these profound insights into who Jesus is and who he, Peter, is called to be. And he does his best to love and serve Jesus in spite of his flaws and his frailty and all the things that I love about Peter. You know, Peter's the one who says to Jesus, I can walk on water, just tell me to. And he jumps out of the boat, takes a few steps, realizes what he's doing, starts to sink, and has to call out, Jesus, save me. Peter's the one who says, I will love you forever. I will never deny you. In less than 24 hours, nope, don't know him. He's also the one who, when Jesus was arrested, whips out his sword and cuts off a servant's ear. Oh, Peter. But Peter's also the one who recognized Jesus as Messiah before others did and begged Jesus not to go into Jerusalem to die and says, please, you can stay. We'll hide you away. Come away with us. And Jesus is like, oh, get behind me. Because Peter's passion and love tempted Jesus. Peter is the disciple that I personally long to be. Because he doesn't apologize for his faults and his humanity and his passion and his impulsiveness. He just goes with it. And this story in Luke is no different. Peter had been out fishing all night. Jesus comes along, steps in Peter's boat and says, row me out a bit. I need to talk to these people. And so Jesus gets in the boat. Peter rows out. And we don't know how long Jesus taught or what he said, but there he was. And then he says to Peter, now let's go out into the deep water. Peter's like, right. We were out there all night and caught nothing. But you, Rabbi, if you say so, sure, I'll go and I'll drop my nets again. And Peter did, skeptical though he may have been. And then he was shocked when his nets were so full of fish, his partners had to come out and help him bring the fish in. And then Peter gets this glimpse of who Jesus is. He's my Lord. I am a sinner and not worthy to follow you. Just not. Peter wasn't saying that he was an unworthy, worthless human being, but he recognized Jesus' holiness and was filled with fear because Jesus' response says, fear not. I will teach you how to fish for people. I will teach you how to fish for people with nets made of love. You don't need to be afraid of that. Bring your whole self. Come follow me. And that is the message for us today. Fear not who you are or who your neighbors are. If we are committed to following Jesus, we will learn how to make nets of love that catch the whole of humanity, if not the whole of creation. So let's get together, tying those knots of love that all may be included. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Oh, it's a good boy. Damn it.